Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Rhea once again. You're still watching Call Center Ninja, and in this channel, we're all about call center tips, lifestyle, survival, so that you can begin, enjoy, and ultimately survive your job or your career. Today's video is about a lot of the comments and messages that I receive. It's a topic that always gets asked from me every single time. This particular comment, I'm not sure if 15 is an exaggeration or whatnot, but basically the idea is the person has tried and tried and tried over and over again but has not been hired at all. So what is a person to do in that situation? I know that it is very discouraging and disappointing and upsetting because of the rejection, that comes with applying for a job. Especially if you are just a newbie in the field and you are very enthusiastic, you really want to have a job right away, but then it just does not come to you easily. And more so, it does not come to you easily than you actually expected it to be. So there are several reasons why you are not hired at all. And so that brings me to my first tip. You have to look for the root cause, or find out the root cause of why you were not hired at all. Let's just say in those 15 attempts that you did, why were you not hired? There must be a reason. It's just not because they don't want to hire you. There is an objective, valid reason why you were not hired at all. So if you do not know why you were not hired, you probably must have an inkling or an idea or maybe a hint or a gut feel as to why you were not hired. So focus on that. Now, if you happen to be in this interview where you get to be comfortable with the interviewer, at least for the most part, then feel free to ask the interviewer why you were not hired or why you did not make the cut. At least you will know what you need to improve on. Ask the interviewer, which aspects did you fail at? Which aspects you need to work on? And you have to take note of it and really put it into your heart and in your mind so that you know what to improve on the next time you apply. Number 2, once you already have the reasons, or at least you have an idea of why you failed the job application, then focus on that aspect. A lot of people will always just say that, I know why I failed, I know why I did not get hired, but what did they do? They just stopped there. And they just stopped there. They just stopped with knowing why they were not hired. But they did not actually do anything about it. So once you already know your areas for improvement, do your best. Spend some time to focus and improve on those things that you need to improve on. Just knowing what you need to improve on is not enough. You have to take action. You have to do something about it. If you are not confident during the interview, then practice more so that you'll be more confident. If you feel like you're struggling with your English comm skills, then practice speaking English more. I have a lot of videos on this channel that you can watch so that you can start improving yourself and improving your skills. Tip number 3, if you have tried 15 times, then try harder again on the 16th time. Just try and try again, especially if you really think that that job is what you need and what you want, then there is no reason to quit, because you might be just one job interview away from your dream job, or for that job that will pave the way to your success in life. So you never know, and do not look at it as failure, because every time you did not get hired or you did not pass the exam or whatever the assessment is, that is actually a learning experience. And make sure that it is actually a learning experience. Don't just go out of the interview room or the lobby without knowing what actually happened. And you just ask yourself, what just happened? Right? You also have to know, what you can take away from that interview or from that experience, and when you think of it that way, when you look at it that way, and you don't think of it as a failure, you will always be positive that next time around will even be better for you. Number 4, take a short break if you must, and with emphasis on a short break, because when you take a longer break than usual, then you might not get too motivated anymore to apply for a new job. So take a short break, maybe 1 week, just to think things over, work on the skills that you need to work on. Hopefully you will take action on it. Practice with your friends, practice with your previous colleagues, practice with your family members, do whatever it takes just so you can be more prepared for your next job interview. And tip number 5, this is basically like the last resort that I can think of. If you feel that you have been applying again and again and again and again, and you felt that you have done everything that you could to make yourself better, it's just not the right time for you, then perhaps it is also a chance for you to shift gears a little bit. So what I mean is that maybe, just maybe, the call center industry is not really for you, at least at the moment. It doesn't mean that you cannot work anymore in the BPO or call center industry. Maybe it's just not for you at the moment, and that the universe is telling you that, try other things first. And maybe when you get to discover yourself a little bit more, you would know what to do. You would know in your mind what the next step is. And I'd also like to tell you that this might not be applicable if you are in need for a new job right away, or you're in a rush to find a job because you need to earn money. Then this might not be applicable. This might be applicable if you're not in a hurry, you're just trying to look for the best job for you at the moment. I'd also just want to let you know that, again, I have received several messages telling me that they have tried 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, and then on the next attempt, they were finally hired. And these people who messaged me actually did something about the areas that they need to improve on. There's this one particular person who had been in constant contact with me. She kept telling me that she attended trainings, she made herself better in different aspects, and she continued to ask the interviewer. She would always ask for feedback so that she could improve. And then one day she just messaged me and told me that she already got hired. So it's just a matter of determination and your attitude. If you need more tips on how to handle job rejection, I also have a video about that, link up there, so that you can check it out. That's about it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you like this content, please like, subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget, just never give up and do your best. And the universe will conspire to make it happen for you. So thank you so much, and see you on my next videos. Take care and